Hey YouTube, this is Alexander, and it's been about 2 months or so since I've done a What's on my Android for my Nexus 6, and quite a bit has changed since then, so I thought it'd be a good time to go ahead and do another What's on my Android for my Nexus 6. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right on into it. So first up, we'll go ahead and take a look at what's on the outside of it. I recently picked up this Spigen crystal clear case for the Nexus 6. I've only had it for a few hours now. I just got it today. So if you guys want to see a review of it, be sure to leave a comment letting me know. But yeah, I'm actually rocking this case, and it's probably going to be the case that I take with me on any trips that I take. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the outside. But let's go ahead and take a look at what apps I have installed. So here is my home screen for my Nexus 6. Now I posted a picture over on Google Plus, and I think Twitter, and you guys seem to be pretty interested in it, so I thought I'd keep it for this video and go ahead and share with you guys what it actually is or how I made it. So this is the Nova Launcher Prime version with the new material design. By the way, it looks awesome. We've got Rex icons here, so the Rex icon pack. We've also got a Zuper Widget Pro with the custom skin that I went ahead and made. All the links for this will be down below. Also leave instructions or details on the Nova settings that I have to achieve this home screen setup, and all the other apps that I talk about will also be linked down below. So make sure to check out the description because there's going to be a lot of good stuff down there for you guys. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at my app drawer. So open up the app drawer. We can see first I have 9gag, which is basically just for funny, random, really weird GIFs. But also we've got Aftership, which is what I'm using for package tracking. I used to use Packet Buddy, or I don't remember even the other name, but I am now using Aftership, and it doesn't have any settings and you can't customize how often it refreshes, which is a little bit of a bummer, but the UI is very minimal and there isn't a lot going on, so I really like that. So this is what I'm using for package tracking. We've also got APK Extractor and Bing Bong, which I will be featuring in a future TGIF video, so I'm not going to say too much about that. But here is Blur, which is an app that's pretty nice for taking photos or wallpapers that you already have stored on your device or from icon packs and just blurring them and setting it as your wallpaper. You can set how blurred the wallpaper is and then go ahead and set it, and it's something that's pretty simple and I really like. We've also got Cabinet, which is my file manager of choice. Now in this app, we've got material design, a floating action button, and just an overall beautiful feel and experience whenever you're using it. We've got a slide in navigation area, so that's pretty nice. We've also got some settings which allow you to change the theme color. We can change the primary color and the accent color. And before this version, we only had, I think, like 2 or 3 colors for each of those sections. But now the developer has added a lot of different colors, which is awesome to see that the developer has went ahead and expanded to a lot of different colors. So we have more choices and a larger variety to choose from. But yeah, it's just a very beautiful experience whenever you're using it, and I really enjoy it for managing my files. So moving on, we've got the typical calculator, calendar, and Chrome, and all that good stuff. We've got Dark Echo, which is another game I'll be featuring maybe soon, so stay tuned for that. Dropbox for file managing, of course, or storing stuff. We've also got Dumb Ways to Die here, which is a game that I featured before, and it's basically as it says. It's a perfect name. It is dumb ways to die if you don't complete the task in the allotted time, and I just really enjoy this game, even though it's pretty weird because it's something that you don't have to worry about progress or saving or anything like that. You just open it up and try to get as far as you can or as many points as you can in one go, and that's pretty much it. They have a bunch of different fun mini games that I enjoy playing. So yeah, that is Dumb Ways to Die. So taking a look at the rest of my apps, we've got Falcon Pro here, which is my Twitter client of choice. I used to use Phoenix, but I switched over to Falcon not too long ago, and I'm really liking it. I enjoyed the first Falcon Pro last year or even the year before, and this one is better. It's got material design, so this is what I'm using for my Twitter client. And by the way, you guys should follow me if you aren't already, and I have a review of this, so if you guys want to check out the review before you buy, I'll have a link down below. We've also got Feedly, which is my news client of choice, or my news aggregator of choice. So basically it's going to allow you to pull together all the different websites that you visit on a daily basis to get news and put them into this one neat application here so you can read your news. I am waiting for the material design because there is some, still, it's looking dated, especially with all the other apps that are getting material design, but they have said that it's coming, and I'm just really excited for that. Now, of course, we've got Gmail and all the other Google apps, and this app named Gtasks, which again has material design in mind here. So we've got the floating compose button here, or floating action button. And this is what I use mainly for monitoring my homework or putting in homework assignments here or whatever else I have from school that I need to get done, and YouTube videos. So this is really good for that type of stuff, for tasks, and I really like it. Plus it plugs into your Gmail account. So if you want to go ahead and view these tasks on the web through the calendar, you can of course do that, which is really neat and handy. So moving on, if we go ahead and go back into the app drawer, we can take a look at the next app, which is Hook, which is a game that I've already featured. I'll leave the TGIF playlist that I've been talking about down below in the description, by the way. But yeah, here is the Hipster app, which is good for pulling in wallpapers, most of the time really high quality wallpapers, into one app from various sources. I think it pulls from Imgur, but it pulls from, I think it's PX or 500px. Sorry, I don't know the name of the site, but we've also got pullings from, wallpapers being pulled from Reddit. So most of these, like I said, are super high quality. You can apply a filter like you see here and a nice little shape around or on top of the wallpaper, and it looks really cool. You've got a lot of categories to choose from if you pay the extra $1 or $2, so you can unlock all the categories and have more than one be applied. So you've got stuff like sky porn, space porn, I think earth porn. Those are my favorite because I mean those are like nature and landscape and photography photos for wallpapers, and it just looks great. But anyway, we've also got Instagram, so make sure you follow me there if you aren't. Keep and all those apps. We've got No Breaks and One More Line, as well as Pivot, which I will probably be featuring in an upcoming TGIF video, so stay tuned for those. All the Play applications, and I want to give a quick shout out to, I guess, the Play Store, because the new search bar looks really awesome and I'm liking it. So just quick shout out there to the Play Store. It looks great. Pocket, which is great for saving images, articles, videos, links, and a bunch of other stuff for later. And we've also got Push Bullet, which is going to allow you to push notes, links, files, and images to and from devices, which is really handy. So you don't have to plug in a USB cable or use NFC even. You just plug it in, or it hooks into your Google account. And then if you're signed in on that Google account to other devices like your Chrome device or tablets or other phones, you can go ahead and push stuff to them. And it's really convenient. And I've actually been using it quite a bit. I really like Push Bullet, and it's got material design, which looks really nice when you're using it. So it's a great app all around. So backing out of there and going back to the app drawer, we can take a look at the Quiz Up game, which is just a game where you can quiz your friends. We've got Remote Desktop, which is what I use to control my desktop when I'm away from it with my phone. Very convenient, just uses your Google account. And we can take a look at the Rex application, which is from the icon pack that I'm using. We've got, of course, the wallpapers that look pretty nice. We've got a request icon tool. The dashboard application looks great. So we've also got a game named Smash Hit, which is one that I featured before on the channel in a previous What's on My Android, and this is one that I've actually started to just install on all new devices because it's super fun. And there is an option to pay so that you can continue from a level, but I usually just try to go through the entire game on one go, and I haven't been able to yet. But it is a really fun game where you've got these nice balls that you go ahead and just try to break the glass with. And as you break other pyramids or glass pyramids, you'll get more balls to use at once. It's a super fun game that does get really challenging towards the end of the game or towards the later levels. But anyway, that was Smash Hit. So I've also got Snapchat, which you guys should follow me on if you want to take a look at behind the scenes of how these videos are made. We've also got SoundCloud, which I don't really use very often, but it is there if I want to listen to some music. We've also got Studio for analytics managing for my YouTube videos, and StumbleUpon, which is a really cool app that's also a site, by the way. If you don't want to use the app, you can go to the website. That will basically allow you to, as it says, stumble upon different websites with a bunch of different content on them. So it ranges from a bunch of different stuff like art, photography, puzzles, just fun facts, science, computers or technology, just a bunch of different websites that it pulls from all over the internet. We can also choose what categories interest us, and when we're first going through and setting it up, it'll ask us, what are you interested in seeing in your feed, so we can go ahead and customize that. And you can see here what I'm interested in, and you'll just stumble upon some really fun stuff. You can also share these stumble-upons with your friends or whatever, and you can also like a certain page, and if you do, it'll give you more content that's like that page. So it's a really fun app to just stumble upon a bunch of different random stuff across the internet. But backing out of there and going back into the app drawer, we've got Temple Run, both the first and second version. We've got Ultraflow, which I've taken a look at in my TGIF playlist, and Wall Splash, which is an awesome wallpaper application. It is beautifully designed. There's material design here, so it looks great. The little set wallpaper animation is beautiful, and I just love it. It looks awesome. It's got really nice wallpapers too. Most all of them are super high quality, so they're pretty much all going to look good on the Nexus 6, which has a very high res display. And you've got a couple different categories here to choose from if you'd like to go ahead and sort by categories, or you can just go ahead and sort by all or featured. It's a really good app for finding wallpapers, and I think it's free. But anyway, I will have a link down below, of course, for you guys to go ahead and check out for yourself. So that's pretty much all. I've also got Wallet, YouTube, Zigzag, which I've also checked out in my TGIF playlist, and then Zuper widget. But anyway, that's pretty much going to end the video. That was everything I have inside and out of my Nexus 6. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe down there for more, and definitely follow me on Google+, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all that good stuff. Links to a bunch of these apps will be in the description, as well as my Nova settings and my social network links. So just go ahead and check out the description after this video. But yeah, I will catch you guys in the next one. Have an awesome Friday and a great weekend. Peace.